Well, hey there, Mama, and welcome back to the Moms Overcoming Overwhelm podcast, episode 123. I'm Emily McDermott, and I'm here beside you on this journey as we work together to declutter your home, head, and heart. Many of you in the free Facebook group, which if you're not there, what are you waiting for? tinyurl.com/moms overcoming overwhelm, have been telling me that one of the challenges you have been having is sticking with systems in your home. So perhaps you establish a new system and you're really excited about it and it works for a while, and then things kind of go off the rails and things are really chaotic again. Does that sound familiar? Well, don't despair, because today we're going to be looking at how we can simplify 5 different home management systems so you can actually stick with them and help your home run more effectively and efficiently. So, what do you say? Grab that notebook and pen and let's dive into today's episode. Hey there, Mama. Are you tired of all the stuff crowding your home, calendar, and mind? Do you wish you could say goodbye to the endless to-do list running around in your head? Want to declutter but don't know where to start? You're in the right place. Welcome to Moms Overcoming Overwhelm, where you will find proven and practical solutions to declutter your home, head, and heart. Hi, I'm Emily, a wife, boy mom, and simplicity seeker. I struggled to get pregnant and felt overwhelmed until I discovered decluttering could create the physical and emotional space I needed to become a mom. Now, 2 kids later, I've transformed my life and motherhood by developing simple systems around decluttering, capsule wardrobes, kid stuff, cleaning and tidying, meal planning, time management, and more, and I can't wait to share them with you. If you're ready to reclaim the time and energy you crave, be present with your kids, and finally enjoy the life and motherhood you so deserve, let's kick overwhelm to the curb, shall we? Grab your lukewarm coffee, your notebook and pen, and clear up some counter space. Let's do this. Well, in case you missed last week's episode all about my favorite clutter-free Mother's Day gift ideas, I wanted to remind you that I am having a flash sale on my decluttering coaching services. So this is only happening a couple times a year, and it is 20% off my regular pricing for both virtual decluttering coaching as well as in person if you are in the greater DC metro area. So if you want to head to the show notes today, there's more information about how you can make sure you can snag your discount. And this is going to be going away May 12th. So make sure that you book yours today, especially if you need help implementing some of these systems, including how to deal with all the stuff that we have in our home. Okay, so let's dive into these 5 simple home management systems. Number 1 is laundry. How we love it, right? I do have an episode about laundry. It's episode 26, which will be in the show notes today as well. And there is this connection, I see at least, between the amount of clothing that we own and the frequency we want to be doing laundry. So if you want to be doing laundry once a week, there's going to be 7 days worth of clothes in the laundry. So it's good to probably have at least 14 of each type of clothing piece and understand that you're going to be doing multiple loads of laundry on your set day because of the volume. Now, I talk frequently about how I love my daily laundry routine because I want to make it a habit. I don't want to think about it. Also, I end up usually doing 1 load a day, sometimes 2 if I need to do sports stuff separately because it tends to get a little bit stinky. But you want to make sure that it is a system that works for you and your family. Now, if you have older kids, you might be able to have everyone doing their own laundry, and everyone has a particular day of the week that they are doing laundry themselves, but you're still only doing maybe your own once a week. And one way you can kind of experiment with this, if you're not sure, maybe I could try less clothing and do laundry more frequently and see how that feels, is you can use an out of sight, out of mind bin to experiment by putting clothing that you or your kids still like and still use, but you're just going to be putting that aside and have more of a capsule wardrobe feel to your day-to-day, and you can see what it's like to have less clothing, do laundry maybe once a day, and see if reducing the volume, in this case, will reduce your overwhelm. So laundry, of course, something we all have to live with, and figuring out what system works best for you is often determined by the amount of clothing that we have. So the second home management system that we want to simplify is meal planning. And we did talk about this in episode 41 with Lauren White. And you want to decide, much like clothing or laundry, what rotation you would want for meals. So perhaps you want to start with just a 1-week meal plan, or perhaps you can even do 2 weeks. So that way, if you have that set 14 to 15 meals, you can just do two-week rotations, and then you have things figured out for a month. And I have a brainless crowd pleasers list. I got that term from Kendra Adachi. And that way, when I am starting my meal planning, I can look at, okay, what are the things that people actually love, they actually eat, and look at my calendar to plug in the meals that make sense for that day based upon what I have going on, whether we have after school activities and sports. Maybe on those days we'll do crock pot or breakfast for dinner, and also having some easy backup things that if something changes last minute, is not a big deal. So for us, that tends to be oatmeal, scrambled eggs, something really easy. In this case, we want to reduce our decisions, and that will help reduce the overwhelm when it comes to meal planning. Okay, the third simple home management system you can stick with is cleaning. Again, something that I love to hate. And in episode 53, I talk about 8 ways to make cleaning stress-free. One of the mindset shifts around cleaning that I love is to determine your floor and your ceiling. What is the minimum that you want to do? And what is, if you have more time and energy, what's that ceiling or the kind of the max that you want to do? And it's based upon your own values of how frequently you want to clean. There's also a way you can simplify things by batching the same kind of tasks on the same day. So maybe you do bathrooms all one day, vacuuming another day, and then do dusting another day. Or for a while, I was doing it by zone based upon the 3 floors of my townhome. So one day I would do basement, one day main floor, and one day the upstairs. Another thing is I do think sometimes it's going to take a lot longer to clean than it actually takes. So timing yourself for each type of activity is helpful. Like, how long does it take me to actually clean our bathroom? And that way, if you know, okay, that takes me about 20 minutes or so, you can find places in your schedule to put that 20-minute chunk. Or if you find yourself with time you didn't expect to have, then you know, okay, I have 20 minutes, I can go tackle that bathroom. And during the week, cleaning in the space while you're in there is a great way to not have to do as much dedicated cleaning time. So when my boys are taking their showers, I try to wipe down the bathroom sink, take a look to see if the toilet's gross, and clean that. And then also, we're going to talk next about daily resets. I always make sure I'm wiping down the kitchen counter and also the kitchen table as part of a daily reset, so it looks better than when I came in. And simplifying your cleaning products is a great way to simplify the cleaning process as a whole. And remembering that any kind of imperfect cleaning, whether done by you or your family members, it still blesses your home and blesses your family. So for our cleaning system, we want to remember, reduce the perfectionism will help us reduce the overwhelm. Number 4, I alluded to daily resets, and episode 35 with Lisa Lazat is all about daily resets, and just examples of maybe 2 to 3 that you might want to think about would be a morning one, before the kids go up to get ready for bed, and before you go to bed. And coming up with some language using habit stacking, so that can be before I such and such, I will do this, or after such and such, I will do this, can help you figure out where those resets might naturally fall in your day. So for example, for morning, when I'm in the kitchen, mine is before I start working, I'll unload the dishwasher and load the dirty dishes so that I have a clean sink. Before the kids go upstairs to take their showers, we'll tidy the basement and the main floor, anywhere where they've been playing, and make sure the backpacks are ready for the next day. And before I go to bed, I remove any items or clutter from surfaces in my bedroom so I can go to bed in a clutter-free room. So depending on the areas of your home that are causing you the most stress, you might want to develop a couple of resets in those areas and see how that improves how you feel about those areas as you go through your day-to-day. And the last system, number 5, is what I'm calling processing incoming stuff. We do have to set time aside to process things such as paper, mail, kids' paperwork and artwork, any Amazon packages, and the packaging that comes in. There's a lot of stuff that comes into our home, right? And in episode 103, which was about kids clutter, we talked about this concept of house rules, which I got again from Kendra Adachi. Love Kendra Adachi. And it's one of her Lazy Genius 13 principles. So pretty much having some ground rules about how things work in our home and what's acceptable. So when it comes to stuff coming into our home, that might be we touch mail once. So that either means that we recycle it or we shred it or it goes in our inbox so that we're able to process it. We break down the boxes that come in and take it right out to the recycle bin. Whatever is coming in, whatever that item is that came in the box, we want to treat it like it is groceries, like perishable groceries, which of course we put right in the fridge. So we want to put things back to their permanent home, wherever that might be. And then also not using the kitchen counter, the dining room table, any of these surfaces as storage space. So you want to think about, okay, what are some of my ground rules around what is coming into my home, and then developing a few of those that you can practice with to develop that system. And of course, I have a bonus system for you, developing sustainable decluttering systems. So we've talked about this in previous episodes about scheduling a weekly donation, either pickup or drop off, joining in a challenge in our free Facebook group, which we just started a challenge yesterday, so you're welcome to come and join us. And also one-on-one support with me if you need help with any of these systems, but especially processing incoming stuff and your decluttering system. Again, I'm having this 20% off flash sale between now and May 12th. You don't need to have the service completed by May 12th. You just need to have the actual initial call booked by May 12th. So check out the show notes today if you have any questions. And I'm very excited to hear more in the Facebook group about the systems that you all will be implementing. On Thursday, I'm going to be talking to Alicia Cohen, and we are going to be talking about ADHD, how it affects women, and also how it impacts our ability to do focused activities like decluttering and how to be more productive and intentional in our day. So I know a lot of you have been struggling with ADHD, people that are joining the group, and I can't wait for you to hear this conversation. So I'll see you on Thursday. Bye for now. If you like today's podcast, here's what you can do. Just take 30 seconds to leave me a review. I know you're a busy mama. You're overwhelmed, in fact, but 30 seconds of your day makes such an impact. I'll be blessed by your words. They'll definitely make my day. And who knows, you might be entered for this month's giveaway. In Apple Podcasts, scroll down to write a review. Thanks so much for your time. I'm so grateful for you.